Ladies and gentlemen, as the countdown to the 2025 AFCON tournament continues, our very own Super Eagles remain committed to rigorous preparations and determined to just contend for their fourth continental trophy in Morocco. We are going to check out some interesting updates from the team's camp. Before that, quickly, let's do it together. Subscribe to the channel, hit the post notification bell for more updates. Show love to the Super Eagles and the 2025 AFCON tournament by liking this video. Please, let's like the video together and share to other social media platforms. As usual, my name is Sante, your only nomenclature with the engineer's philosophy in sports. A Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports with a Nigerian name, the only one, Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Please, let's leave something decently in the comment box about our very own Super Eagles and the 2025 AFCON tournament, especially our first group game against Tanzania. Subsequently, I will give you a special shout out. Straightforward. Let's get into the video and start from the camp of our very own Super Eagles as they are joined out for the 2025 AFCON tournament scheduled to take place in Morocco. In 2 days' time, we are going to commence with the 2025 AFCON tournament. That is on the 21st of this December 2025 through to the 18th of January 2026. And as I have already reported to you on this platform, the team has finally arrived in Morocco and they have made some changes or amendments to their preparation plans in Morocco because they arrived late. Upon their arrival yesterday, they were supposed to have their first training session, but with the delay, it has necessitated changes in their training schedules, of which this morning, 9 a.m. Ghana time, 10 a.m. Nigeria time, they had their first training session. And this evening, 5 p.m. Ghana time, 6 p.m. Nigeria time, they had their second training session. These dual training sessions are being designed for the Super Eagles to cope up with the time that they missed out yesterday, in order for the players to focus on their fitness and tactical drills. Ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy some training session excerpts of the Super Eagles, both first training session and second training session in Morocco.
Good morning. What's that? Outside the water? Yeah. Ah, Basman. Let come up on my phone, No, I just want to. Four times! Wait and change! Work. Okay. Yeah, Paul. Okay, Paul. Go to the same floor. Jump. Super kata. Say.
Still in the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, you all know that we have 28 players in camp, And you know that 9 out of these 28 players will have their first taste of the AFCON tournament. And let me quickly go through the names for you to know how these players are going to play during their debut matches for the Super Eagles in the AFCON tournament. The first player to talk about is Salim Fago. He have his first taste of the AFCON tournament. Ebenezer Akin Samiru, Amas Obasoji, Mohamed Osman, Tochuku Inadi, Cyril Tesses, Akor Adams, Ryan Alibiesu, and Igo Ogu. All these 9 players are going to have their taste for the very first time in the history of the AFCON tournament, and we wish them the best of luck in all their endeavors and matches with the Super Eagles through their journey in the 2025 AFCON tournament in Morocco. Now, let me move on from the team's camp and players through to the camp of our new captain, Wilfred Ndidi. I earlier stated that Eric Sequicha has already picked him as the new captain of the Super Eagles after the resignation of our former captain, William Trosikon, and officially they have now confirmed it. After Wilfred Ndidi, we have Moses Simon as the assistant captain. After Moses Simon will be Alex Iwobi, and after Alex Iwobi will be our very own man, the goal poacher, Victor Osimhen. Wilfred Ndidi has spoken out. He has opened up about his responsibilities as a captain of the Super Eagles going into the 2025 AFCON tournament. And let's enjoy it on our screens.
It's a huge responsibility, and with the help of the players, I think everything will go smooth. About the conversation with a couple of players, just some of the older players, just try to make them understand the reason why we're here, also need the support also from the staff. We're all in this together, so we just have this conversation of the task ahead, so, and it is very important we all be on the same page. As a great leader, he speaks a lot for the team, he stands for the team, and he tries to take everything in for the team, and I admire him a lot, and how outspoken he is, and I think he's one person where everyone in the team look up to, is that guy that actually stands for the team, like I said earlier, speaks for the team, encourage everyone, and he's an amazing guy. I've learned a lot from him. And also we spoke a couple of weeks ago, and I just chip in some advice, from him, once in, once out, so I feel like he's still part of the team, and he's gonna be missed. Yeah, it was a sad one, missing out on the World Cup, and this is another opportunity. They say another day, another opportunity. It's another opportunity to correct the wrongs and put smiles in the faces of Nigerians and make the country proud once again. It's not going to be an easy task, but we're really, really up for it. We know the task ahead, and we look forward to enjoying it together. Yeah.
So these are the latest words from our new captain of the Super Eagles, Wilfred Ndidi. I can't talk about the latest updates concerning the Super Eagles and the 2025 AFCON tournament without giving you updates on the fake nationality switch. I think this is the very fourth time I'm talking about. Initially, I came out with all the evidences that it's very true that DR Congo used ineligible players against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It is now intensifying. This time around, the chairman of the National Sports Commission of Nigeria, Mr. Alhaji Sehudiku, has also come out to give out some revelations as to how they found out that some players within DR Congo national team were very ineligible to play against the Super Eagles. Of course, they've already filed protests challenging the eligibilities of all these players, and Sehudiku needed to come out to make some revelations about how these players were not eligible to play against the Super Eagles during the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualified of grand finale in Morocco. Now, according to Sehudiku, as people are stating, they didn't start everything just after they defeated the Super Eagles. It's never true. They understand that they've defeated the Super Eagles, and we all know that the Nigerian football community, same as football enthusiasts, were angry at them. But if you are a federation and you are trying to ensure that you issue passports to your people in order for them to come and play for your country, you have to ensure that it's in accordance with the law and regulations governing our football. If it is and it goes against you, definitely it is their duty to also make sure that everything is in line, and they have to work based on their principles and how their algorithm works. And that is how they filed protests against DR Congo for using ineligible players. Let's enjoy this moment with the chairman of the Nigerian Sports Commission, Alhaji Sehu Diko. I will be back with more.
Eye on what they are doing. Then we find out a day before the qualifiers, they were getting clearances to that from FIFA that the players are qualified to play. But if you look back, what gave them the confidence to name a player of another nationality in a squad to play a match 2 weeks after when he's not qualified to play for you until the day before the match to receive the permission? But that is allowed for us. After the qualifiers, yes, we lost. Unfortunately, everybody was angry about it. We are not so losers, but it's part of the rules. We bring in our legal team, we bring in our international lawyers, we look at the legal opinion, we look at the laws, we find out there are some suspicion that some things have not been done right according to the laws of the game and what FIFA says, what FIFA required before you can have an eligible player. They are probably, from what we found out, they have misrepresented their position to FIFA to obtain those clearances, which now have been, if that is confirmed to be true, has vitiated all the passport issues and everything and what have you, because the law in Congo is different, and it's the responsibility of the federation to ensure that you issue your passport in accordance with the law. You can't just issue a passport to somebody and say it's nationality. Otherwise, people will have gone to Brazil and pack everybody and come and give them passports and say, yes, we are giving them passport and nationality. No, if the passport is not issued in accordance with the law for that particular country, it vitiates everything. So we now file our complaint to FIFA, and now it's being looked at. And our case is very tight. I think very, very tight.
Okay.
But we're not so.
Okay.
It's part of the law.
Okay.
So if you look at it, that's what. Let me put it in one context. For example, if now, for example, you come to Nigeria and they give you a passport and they say you're 20 years old, you are going to play at the Under 20 World Cup. Yes, Nigeria say you're 20 years old. But if you play that competition and FIFA found out you have forged your age, they will disqualify the country. The presidents of that the country have confirmed that you are 20 years old with your passport. So the law is clear. And
okay, Mr. Diko.
Finally, just 2 days ago, FIFA now have ruled on the same issue against Malaysia. If you look at it, the same issue, the same characteristic, the same complaint we have against FIFA, because they have procured the passport of their players illegally, and they have been able to misrepresent to FIFA and collect the clearances, and now FIFA have deducted and forfeited all their matches that they play with those players.
Okay, Mr. Diko, I can see that when you were talking about this story of this FIFA and you trying to get one up against Congo, I can see you were smiling. The other questions, you were not smiling. I can see that smile in your face. You are happy. Me too, as a Nigerian, I'm happy like you. We are both happy. But is it not an indictment and a shame on us that is only corner, the same national team that was voted the most entertaining team in 1994 World Cup? It's not a shame on us that we are now hoping on the downfall of people to use corner to go to World Cup because of the problems we have. I'll give you an instance.
Well,
I don't know, you need to clarify this. Hang on a minute. You need to clarify this.
Yeah.
In 2018, this was Mikel Obi talking. He said NFF refused to pay us. Players were on my neck, so I bypassed NFF and directly phoned the presidency.
So these are some of the interesting revelations coming in. As I stated, it is intensifying, and let's know how it will develop in the coming days. As to whether Nigeria filing the protest, winning it, or as to whether this time around it will not go as planned from the Nigerian Football Federation. Whatever it is, Sports Fella will keep you updated. Before I take a leave of you, please let me give special shout out to these amazing people. The Super Eagles, we all know that they are joining out for this AFCON tournament. And day to day, we have to keep you updated on this platform. So just keep it logged. If you've not subscribed, just subscribe. If you've not liked the video, please just like the video so that everything will be fine. Anytime we drop the latest, you'll be the first person to get the notification and enjoy all the exciting moments and updates on Sports Fella. Special shout out to Mr. Dunais Ward. I do appreciate your support. Greg Mary Ajide, I do appreciate your support. To Sin, I do appreciate your support. James, I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Danny. I do appreciate your support. Boss, Novel, I do appreciate your support. Novel Price, I do appreciate your support. John Brown, I do appreciate your support. Abdul Salam, Owolabi, I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to my only boss, Olukunle Akerele, I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Henry. I do appreciate the support of It Is War 24. I do appreciate your support. I love your name as well. Gabriel Jimmy, I do appreciate your support, Mr. Gabriel. And special shout out to Fayemi Paul, I do appreciate your support. Idris, I do appreciate your support. Let's come together and support our very own Super Eagles. This is the team you have in the AFCON tournament. They have to go all out and contend for the 4th Continental Trophy. Talking of the champions of the 2025 AFCON tournament. Special shout out to all the amazing commenters under my previous video. Subsequently, I'll try as much as I can to give special shout out to the remaining ones. But until we meet again, as I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer. We'll meet in the next one, and it's bye for now.